10/17/2012, we would like to show a bellwether stock that's heavily owned by institutions. Fidelity owns a big stake in it, and there are some other people that own a big stake in it. And I would like to let you see at 103.93 was the high here in after hours. Look at that drop down to 93. Another technology company, just like LGN, and this one is called Mlnx Technologies. Behind here, I'm going to show a weekly chart to everyone. And this has been a smoking stock all year. And these institutions pushed this thing from $40 up here to $120. And we were talking about it, that it was overbought. And that it's an Israeli company and it's a technology company, but it's heavily owned by institutions. So, that was the earnings high. I will read the report to MMT. They beat by 20 cents. They beat on revs. They report Q3 September earnings of $1.37 per share, excluding non-recurring items. That's 25 cents better than the Capital IQ consensus of $1.12. Revenues rose 129.6% year to year to 156 million versus 152.8 million. Okay. Consensus and versus the prior guidance of 150, 150 means 1 point, so it'll be 150 million to 155 million non-GAAP. They have an operating margin income that's in at about 38.9%. As usual, the company does not provide guidance. Should guide for Q4 revs on the call at the top of the hour. So, it's a thin trade reaction to the earnings, with price spiking up as high as 104 and as low as $92. Currently, back in here at the time, it went from $92. I can show you here in the after hours, it hit that $92 originally right here, and then it spiked back up here to this $98 area, and then it sold back down. That's the after hours trade here. One of the things that we like about this name is that once this kind of company who has executed really well time and time again, it was a great buy down here. It was a great breakout. No doubt about it. We're going to be looking to see what support levels that we can trade here. We'll be watching the red line, the 20-week. We'll be watching that big left elbow gap down. We will see what kind of call contracts where they take all the premium out and see where we can purchase these. There's a lot to look forward to on this big gap down on this name. And once again, it's another technology company. Two of them in after hours that we know very well, ALGN, and then of course Mlnx. That one of the MMTs are familiar with. And you had a parabolic weekly breakout, and that's what institutions do. They drive them up. A lot of this was high frequency. So it's all about how it trades tomorrow on that bottom left elbow gap down to this support level. One of them that we're really going to be looking for is how it would, how we are right here, right now at the 20-week at this current $94.95 by $95. Now, if we sell down below there, if we sell below that 20-week and we don't bounce, a lot of times they bounce on their first pass unless there's a high-frequency sell tape. But we would be looking at various different levels tomorrow. MMTs, if we were to break that, we'll go right back over here to $90.16, which is right in here, that weekly bar of that breakout. Let us not forget that the lower end of that bar right in there is at 87.89 as well. So, we're going to be taking a look at the key levels. Once again, it's not that they missed the report, because they didn't. They beat by 25 cents a share, because that's exactly what it was. And the company, okay, estimate revs of 156 million versus 152 million. Hey, they didn't miss. They did well. It was overbought, and this is what happens. So you got to look to buy the quality on the dips. After these things have made an $80 move off of the bottom. Of course they're going to have to come down. And we'll watch those support levels, and we'll keep it on the radar on a daily level.